Hey campers, welcome back to Camp Insomnia!
Oh, insomnia, spookiness. Hello. Hi, guys.
Insomnia spookiness. Hello, my name is Zach, and I am your head camp counselor.
And my name is Devon, your other head camp counselor. Hi, hello. How are you guys?
And we are a true crime and paranormal podcast. If you guys haven't figured that out already, or know how to read, because it's plastered, it's plastered on our logo, and it's in our description. So if you missed that, you might want to go back to grade school. Hashtag shade.
Damn, why you be shading people today? Fucking...
I don't know. I just feel like shading these campers today. Campers, more like people from Ohio who used to listen to us and then never reached out.
How dare you? Oh, I got a pun for you. How dare you roast these campers by the campfire?
Oh, shut up. Stew it! All right, campers. Some news in myself and Devon's life. I'll kick it off. I'm leaving my apartment because it's too expensive.
No.
And I can't afford it because my student loan is too fucking big.
Oh my god.
And Sally Mae, the private loan entity, is like, give me your fucking money, bitch.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bitch, I don't have much. I don't give a fuck. I'll take the firstborn, motherfucker. And then that firstborn's born. And I'm like, I don't even know how that's possible. It's still a baby. But that is what's going on in my life.
Lovely.
I did find a new place to live. That's a hell of a lot cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, I'll be leaving my really cool roommate, Antonio, behind. And but luckily, he has a replacement who's probably going to be way cooler than me. So whatever.
Oh, shut your mouth. Shut up. Don't put yourself down like that, boy.
I think he's from Germany. Like, he's definitely going to top me. Like,
Oh.
he's from Germany.
Oh, shit. Well, that's a different story.
I'm from Oklahoma.
You are not from Oklahoma.
I'm from California, but like
That's
my
right.
last place of residence is Oklahoma, so I'm an Oklahoman
No.
until I can live back in California again.
No. California boy for life. Don't get it twisted.
Oh my god, my mom's gonna be like, I'm so conflicted.
Mood.
Mood. What else? That's it. I'm a broke bitch who's moving out.
Oh my god. It'll be okay.
Being real with our campers.
It'll be okay. You're gonna see some money. It's all good. Don't worry.
You can also Venmo me as Zachary/8 at Venmo. If you'd missed the last episode, we did say that was what did we say it was? Like, my self-care?
Yes, that's
and
right.
People can self-care me, giving me money at Zachary/8 on Venmo. Thank you.
Help this poor struggling
Appreciate it.
artist.
Yes. All right, you have any news?
Yes, I do actually.
Okay, what is la news?
I have officially quit working for Mickey Mouse. It's and
Yeah.
Yeah, it's as you know, a very, very big change for me. I had never expected this to come down to it, but campers just gotta remember sometimes, life throws curveballs at you. Sometimes you just gotta really see what's important. You make sure you put yourself first,
true.
take care of yourself, make sure you got all your ducks in a row, and just know when enough is enough.
And take that curveball to the face. I mean,
Yep.
you just gotta accept it.
Yeah, I'm ready.
accept it.
I'm ready for my next adventure. From here, and just making sure I'm taking care of myself and that my ankle doesn't fall off, because I can't do this shit no more.
No, you're like my friend Liz. My friend Liz has twisted her ankle like 4 freaking times. Well, she first twisted it with me when I got her really drunk, so it's kind of my fault to blame.
I thought she broke it. Did she break it?
I think she just sprained it really, really bad, or she tore a tendon in it. Storytime campers. I took my friend Liz. We had a whole flight of beer to drink, and a lot of it was infused with tequila, so you can only imagine. And then afterwards, I was like, let's go get some frozen daiquiris at this place called Wet Willie's, and it's this place in Savannah, Georgia, and it's just like literally all frozen daiquiris. And then I got her one called. Call a cab, because after you're done drinking it, you're gonna need a cab.
Oh my god!
So wasted. And we were walking on the cobble streets, and she twisted her ankle.
Oh no! This poor thing. Oh no!
I'm gonna safely assume that your ankle isn't as fucked as Liz's, because she has twisted that thing like 5 times.
Well,
and she has to wear like a boot for life.
Yeah, see, I'm back on the boot. So we're getting close. I have to go see a specialist and pray that I don't need surgery. So we'll see. I don't know.
Okay.
We have
let's hope
another part of news though, Zach.
Yes, I know what news you're talking about.
Yeah. A little shout out to camper Ashley. We saw
Ashley.
your comment on YouTube, and it was very, very sweet. And I don't know, should I read it for the campers?
Yes, read it.
Okay.
Read it for the campers.
Let me pull it up.
The sweetest comment we have gotten so far, and it literally made us. Well,
Cry. I cried.
I teared up, but I was more smiley than anything because it just really touched my heart.
Yeah, see.
My little heart.
Side note, quick story for how this came about. Zachary was like not answering me, and I was like, "What the fuck? Emergency!"
I was in the shower.
Answer. And he was like, "I'm in the shower," and I'm like, "Stop washing your pussy for like 2 seconds and listen to this. This is amazing news. This is sweet."
I was like, okay, fine. So I like very like jumbly, was trying to like answer the phone because it's all wet from all the moisture. And I'm like, what is it? And it was something really sweet.
Yeah. Okay, so this is what she said. She said, "I just have to say, I'm so grateful for y'all. Zach and Devon had made the past year of my life survivable. Your humor has meant so much to me and has really made me laugh on days where it's been almost unbearable to do so. I would pay money for Zach to do an entire episode as Rachel Tice and for Devon to give my life quote-unquote rules, much like she does for all of us campers. So very thankful for the two of you. I truly feel like you both are in some way my friends. 'Cause it's like I've known you both my whole life. All the best to both of you. I'm proud of you both and cannot wait to see the wonderful things ahead of you both. Plus, I live in WV, I'm assuming West Virginia, and in Ohio just about every day. So I'm basically an Ohio listener. Insert trumpet noise. Hey. Thanks so much for all you do and for keeping me sane in the world full of chaos. All my best to you both, Ashley."
Oh my God, Ashley!
So sweet.
That was so cute. That made my day. And I left a comment. I don't know if you saw it, but I left a comment replying like, "Thank you so much. Like that means a lot on behalf of Devon and I. Like just want to say thank you." And on this podcast, via like you're listening to this and you're like screaming like, "Oh my God, they talked about me!" Yes, like you're like, yes, thank you so much for that. That really. And I was having a really bad week.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, exactly.
That comment like came in clutch for my mental health. So as much as we came in for your mental health, you came in for ours.
Yeah, literally. And plus too, it was, I'm not gonna lie, a little bit of reassurance to be like, oh my God, they really are there. Yeah, they really do exist.
Our listeners do exist. It's not just my friends. It's strangers.
So yes, thank you for that really sweet message, and it definitely wasn't underappreciated. We thank you, we love you.
Yeah, please, yeah, thank you, literally, thank you. All right, well, I think that's all the news that we have today.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Cool. So, all right, well, without further ado, let's like gather on the campfire.
Oh my God, let's yes, let's go ahead
let's
and
slay Hunty.
And
slay that fire, Hunty.
You lost me.
Slay it. Bonfire that fiery bussy Hunty.
Oh, damn, we fired.
Death drop.
Wait, don't fall in the fire. Be careful. It's a little toasty.
Yikes. A little toasty.
All right, well, let's go ahead and get cozy, grab a blankie, grab a buddy, and let's see. Tip for camp. Let's see. Oh, hello.
Hello. Who just walked in the room? Is it your mom or is it Poopsie?
Neither. Or Poopsie.
Is it a cat?
No.
Is it your aunt?
No.
Who the fuck could it be then?
What do you think it is?
Is it Alyssa? It's Alyssa?
It's Alyssa.
Oh, Alyssa! Welcome to the party.
Welcome to the party.
Death drop.
Hold on, she's going up the stairs. It's gonna be loud.
Okay. Sorry, campers.
You're just gonna hear it in the background. Yeah. It's just the stairs room. It's just echoey.
Yep.
I'm trying to think. Tip for camp. Oh, I got it. I got one real
for
quick.
camp. Yes. What is the tip?
Tip for camp. When working in your work environment, just be mindful of who your coworkers are, and be mindful of your relationships. I'm just gonna keep it plain and simple.
And to add on to that, like another good tip for work and work relationship is never shit where you eat.
Yes, that's a good one.
Don't do that. Don't.
I think that definitely falls under the umbrella of careful of your relationships.
Yeah, literally. All right, cool. Let's crack into this.
All right, so I got a kind of a interesting, unique case for you. This one is definitely very different. Little bit shorter,
right.
but definitely a doozy. That's for sure.
Okay.
She's creeping down the stairs. All I see is just like.
Just come down the fucking stairs.
He's yelling at you just to come down the stairs. So, This is the case of Teresita Bassa.
What was that name?
That's her name. Teresita Bassa.
Okay, I'm gonna say it really white. Teresita Bassa.
Bassa, no T.
Bassa.
Yes.
Teresita Bassa.
Okay.
All right.
You're throwing some twang in there.
There
Got
we
it.
go. Teresita Bassa.
All right. So, Teresita was born in 1929. She was originally born into the Philippines, Philippine native.
Ooh, fun.
But she moved to the U.S. in the 1960s to originally study music, but she ended up becoming a respiratory therapist at Edgewater Hospital in Chicago, Illinois.
Cool. Help people breathe.
Yeah. Given the breath of life again. But there wasn't too much more news on her. She kind of just ended up resided in Illinois. Not too much of a crazy life, just chill, being a respiratory therapist at the hospital.
Therapist.
Yeah. So I'm gonna kind of just jump into it. Like I said, because there's not much else to her life, nothing crazy significant.
Okay.
So let me just lay it on you.
Damn, Teresita, you boring.
Unfortunately, but the rest of her case definitely isn't boring. I'm gonna just tell you that right now.
Okay.
So on the night of February 21st, 1977, the Chicago Fire Department was called about a fire at 2740 North Pine Grove Avenue, which was, at the time, Teresita, that's her apartment.
Yeah. Okay.
When the firefighters arrived, though, they noticed it was a mattress fire inside the apartment.
Oh.
So they extinguished it out. Right? I know. Kind of random, right?
Yeah.
They extinguished it out, and once they did, though, they kind of weren't ready to see what was about to be uncovered.
Great.
Yeah, it was kind of gnarly. So when they lifted the rest of the burnt mattress, they found Teresita's body naked, obviously severely burned, but she had a butcher knife sticking right out of her chest.
Ooh, fuck.
Yeah. So, yeah, definitely wasn't expecting that. They thought they were just responding to a fire.
Fire? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so right off the bat, it's kind of like, ooh, definitely something was being, foul play. Something was definitely being covered. Mattress being burned on top of a body, trying to get rid of evidence and shit.
Evidence. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, since this wasn't just a normal, like, firefighter case, it obviously ended up turning into a murder investigation.
Yeah.
So, during the investigation, like we just mentioned, police found very little evidence because the fire pretty much destroyed everything in that vicinity. They tried digging deeper and deeper, trying to see if there were any witnesses, any motives, but...
Any kind of clues that would help push the investigation further. Exactly,
but everything just came back cold. No witnesses, no motives for anyone to have anything like ill will against her, and she apparently had no enemies. So it was like, oh, shit. What the fuck? It led to a complete dead end. Yeah, like what?
Yeah, that's weird.
Why? It made absolutely no sense.
Yeah.
But now here's the kicker to all this. It kind of takes a pretty big turn from here. And I don't think any of the police or investigators expected to find anything like this to happen.
Okay.
All right, so now let's talk about Detective Joe Stachula. All right, so he's one of the main investigators on the murder case. He received a random note on his desk like months after they kind of met their dead end. I want to say it was at least like 5 to 6 months after. But finds this note on his desk, and it was saying that he needed to contact Evanston Police Department about Teresita Bassa, like just totally out of nowhere. Once he contacted Evanston Police Department, they passed on some information to him to say, hey, you need to contact a Dr. Jose Chua and Remy Ballas or Remy Chula in Skokie, Illinois, because apparently they have a tip about the murder.
Ooh.
Yeah. Pretty random, pretty out of nowhere. I was looking into location-wise where these cities were in Illinois, because obviously the murder happened in Chicago. The police department is in Evanston, sorry. And those two cities are about 45 minutes away from each other. And Skokie's right next door to Evanston. So it was like out of fucking nowhere. Right?
Nowhere. Yeah, literally.
Yeah, so to me, it made no sense as to where the correlation was, like, location-wise. I don't know about you.
Yeah, no, because it's so far away. No, it just sounds weird, but I mean, hell, if they haven't gotten anything, everything has been such like a dead end. Fuck.
Exactly.
There's something.
Yeah, exactly.
Might as well check it out. So,
slight background, before I kind of go into that conversation between Dr. Chua and Detective. So I just realized these names are so similar. Dr. Chua and Detective Stachula.
Yeah, literally. The brothers.
I know, right? So Dr. Chua was actually another coworker of Teresita. So they actually worked at the same hospital. So they kind of knew each other personally. But, well, and same for the wife, too. The wife ended up working at the hospital as well, and she was a respiratory therapist with Teresita. But, like, how did they get this random-ass information, though? Yeah, being literally so far away.
Yeah.
So, this is kind of the conversation between Detective Stachula and Dr. Chua, okay? So this is kind of what I got out of my research. There was no true conversation. This is just based on what I know. So I'm assuming this is about how it went. Devon kind of went into creative mode and was like,
"Hey, that's fine.
I'm about to write a screenplay."
Oh my God, Steven! That's fine as long as we like kind of get like an understanding of like what they're thinking, saying, doing, feeling in that moment.
Yeah, because it's a lot of. You wouldn't expect for this to happen, so let me just play it out for y'all. Let me give you the tea here. Okay, so it starts off with the detective. So he says, "Hi, this is Detective Stachula calling for Dr. Jose Chua. I'm calling in regard to the murder of Teresita Bassa. I was told by Evanston Police that you had information regarding her murder. Yes, thank you for calling, Detective. I have a name for you as a possible suspect. I'm gonna just throw it out here. The murderer is Alan Showery. Okay, and what evidence do you have to even back this up? That's completely out of nowhere. Well, it's a long story. One night, my wife, Remy Chua, was taking a nap, and she started talking in her sleep, but it was like in a strange voice and with an accent. And my wife definitely doesn't have an accent. She told me that the killer was Alan Showery, and that Alan had came into Teresita's apartment to fix her TV, but he ended up murdering her, stealing her jewelry, and then setting the apartment on fire. Wait, what? Like, what are you trying to say? This makes absolutely no sense.
No sense. Yeah.
And then he says, "Well, Detective, my wife was possessed. She was possessed by Teresita's spirit. That wasn't Remy."
What the?
Right?
What?
Wait, hold on. This gets better. It gets better.
Okay.
He says, that wasn't Remy. That wasn't my wife. But anyways, Remy continued to have like these visions, and in those visions it was Teresita begging my wife and I to go to the police with all this information. But I hesitated. I thought, you know, how are the police supposed to believe me? You know, they're gonna just think I'm crazy. But then again, Remy was apparently possessed by Teresita's spirit and asked me why I wouldn't go to the police. But then she stated that the jewelry that Alan Showery stole, and by the way, Alan gave that jewelry to his girlfriend, Yanka Kamluk, that jewelry could be identified by several people. And I have those names for you. So those names are Ron Samara, Ken Bassa, Richard Pistoli, and Ray Kings. Teresita's spirit also gave me all their phone numbers to all those individuals. I can give you two. Please, I know it all sounds crazy, but just believe me. I know it's a big stretch.
Stretch, yeah, no shit.
But I know my wife wouldn't make this up. It's all been just crazy. So, end of conversation.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, so he claims that his wife is being possessed by Teresita's spirit. And that she had all this information about her own murder. The prime suspect, what he did, the whole process to it, and even details about who these people like can help identify, like even the jewelry being stolen, like all this random crazy shit.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah. And then in those names too was, I think Ken Bassa was Teresita's father, and then the other names were like close friends and relatives of her that can help, like I said, help identify the jewelry if it was seen. But that jewelry was originally bought for her parents as like a gift. I think she bought it from France, something like that. So it was like a couple pieces of jewelry, but the main piece was a pendant, like a big necklace pendant.
Okay.
Yeah.
So easily identifiable pieces of jewelry.
Exactly. Yeah, and that everyone else says, quote unquote, can at least seen or can let them know the truth.
Yeah.
So, Detective Stachula was definitely desperate at this point, you know, with how this case has already went down for months. But he didn't have any other inkling to go off of with this case, so he just started looking into Alan Showery as a suspect.
Okay.
So when he did that, strangely enough, and coincidentally enough, it turned out that Alan Showery was actually a maintenance worker at Edgewater Hospital, the same hospital Teresita Bassa worked in at the time.
Gotcha.
So they potentially could have had, like, I don't know, a personal relationship, or just, you know, when you have just even crossovers with coworkers that, you know, friendly conversation, whatever. They obviously knew each other somehow, and it was a workplace.
Yeah.
So, with that information, it definitely gave, you know, the detective enough of a motive to keep looking into this guy a bit more. Once he ran his background check, he ended up finding his apartment and realized that address of his apartment was within like a pretty short range of Teresita's apartment.
Ooh, okay. So they live really close to one another.
Yeah. But still keep in mind, this is all random ass information that
based off this random tip.
Yeah, and it's so
possession.
Weird, right? And it's so weird that this is all just slowly just linking together.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, totally. So he decided, okay, all right, this is all pretty close range. I think I have enough to go off of. I'm gonna go to his apartment, and I'm going to see if I can question him or take him in to question him.
Yeah.
So arrives at his apartment, asked Alan to accompany him to the station, and without any hesitation, Alan went. He just went.
Yeah, he complied.
Yep.
Yeah.
There was nothing oh, what? Why? Why do you want to question me? What did I do? He just was like, all right.
He just went.
Sure.
Well, that's I mean, that's good too, I guess, if you want to look innocent.
Yeah.
Because you're just like, okay, yeah, I mean, yeah, sure, of course, I'll do anything to help.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, let's go.
No, just, sure, okay.
Okay.
And then,
okay.
Mind you, too, at the time, Alan did live with his girlfriend, Yanka. So Yanka was there when the detective arrived, but she stayed back while the two went to the station.
Okay.
Just throwing that out there. So during Alan's questioning, he potentially lied. The information he had given didn't match with the information the detective already had. So it was already kind of looking sketchy at this point.
Or the possibility of him being the killer didn't match.
Exactly.
What was already found. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
not
either
linking up.
It's either he's lying or their shit's completely off. We at this point we don't know because it's all just random ass information.
Yeah, it's just speculation.
Yeah. So Alan stated that he was planning to go to Teresita's apartment to fix her TV, but she had called him to cancel their appointment. So he just went back home, and apparently he had to go fix an electrical problem at home anyways. So that was that.
And his alibi being there was his girlfriend, probably, right?
Yeah, I guess, or
so.
something like
witness?
that. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But all in all, he's saying that no, I didn't even go there in the first place. Like, yeah, we had agreed to it, but I didn't go because she canceled. Yeah. Whatever. Whatever you say, bruh. So Alan didn't stray from his story at all. Well, as he kept getting questioned. So the detective realized, okay, yeah, all right, this is done here. I'm gonna have to go another route. So they went back to Alan's apartment and instead asked to interview his girlfriend Yanka. So now him and Yanka go back to the station, right? But when questioning Yanka, he had asked if she had any knowledge about an electrical problem that Alan had to go home and fix that night. Questioning about that night, right?
Yeah.
Yanka pretty much was like, no, Alan doesn't even know how to work on electrical problems. So
Yanka, you just fucked your boyfriend.
Literally. I don't know. I guess she ain't loyal to a T. I don't know what kind of hoe that was, but
yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah, literally.
The betrayal.
That means she didn't know. That means she didn't know either what he was doing.
Yeah.
Or what he could have done.
Exactly. But damn, she could have. Maybe she was just like,
he doesn't know how to fucking fix. He doesn't even know how to plug it in the socket. This motherfucker's so dumb.
He ain't worth it. Yeah,
literally.
So, the detective then asked if Alan had given her any jewelry lately. She's like, hey, y'all got any nice gifts lately? You know, any jewelry, anything like that? Yeah. And Yanka actually was wearing a pendant at the time. So she had shown it to the detective, and I was like, actually, yes, this was a Christmas gift I recently got. And detective was like, all right, we're on to something here. Now we have a piece of the quote unquote jewelry that was stolen by him. Let's go ahead and hit up some of these contacts that he had the information for and see if we can get any of them down there to identify it at this point.
Yeah.
So, calls up all those people. They all agree to come down to the station. And they pretty much were like, that's it.
That's the pendant. That belonged to Teresita.
Yep. So they were able to positively identify that did belong to Teresita Bassa.
Okay. So cool. They're able to do that, but it doesn't quite convict him of murder necessarily.
Not quite, but it's enough evidence to show that he is now a prime suspect.
Yeah.
Because why the fuck would he have that jewelry in the first place?
Exactly.
So, detective brought Alan back and was like, so I see your girlfriend's got a nice, pretty piece of jewelry that belonged to Teresita, so where'd you get it? How did you get it?
Yep.
And so at this point, Alan, he knew he was done for. He was like, yeah, I fucked up.
He's probably like, fuck.
Yeah, literally.
Just fucking cuff me, goddammit.
Yep, pretty much. He was like, I murdered Teresita.
Wow.
At work, she asked me if I could come by to fix her TV. I agreed. I showed up. I let her know that I needed to come back because I forgot some of the right tools I needed to fix her TV. But I had a plan. My plan was to rob her. So once I came back, she let me into her home. As soon as she turned around to lock the door, I had grabbed her from behind, and I did stab her several times.
Damn.
After that, I did take her body into the bedroom. I stripped her of all her clothes. I put the mattress over her dead body, and I just set it all to fire.
But, what the fuck? Sorry, in my mind, I'm like, you could have just, knocked the bitch out. Bah!
Oh,
you know?
He freaked. He panicked at that point.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That was 0 to 1,000 so fast.
Oh, it really was. I mean, apparently his plan was just to rob her. That turned into a full-blown murder.
Murder, cover up.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking.
So they... Oh, sorry, go ahead. What were you going to say?
No. I'm just a lot of these murders are so stupid.
Exactly, because
you really could you didn't have to kill her, or I mean, not to help a killer out or help a bro out, but if you're gonna rob someone, go pawn that shit off right away. Don't give it to your freaking wife.
Exactly.
Just saying, you gotta cover your fucking tracks, idiot. But thank God he didn't, because now he's caught and has confessed.
Well, he didn't make it very hard. He apparently, in my opinion, was a pussy and just like, I'm caught.
You got me. Yeah, I fucking killed her. I'm fucking piece of shit.
Yeah. Yeah, he panicked again.
Yeah, no, literally.
So he turned out, too, that he had stripped her of her clothes also because he was trying to make it look like it was a sexual crime, but he still left the fucking knife in her chest. So either way, it's a murder.
Yeah, it's still a murder.
Yeah, I don't know what he was trying to play at with doing that. It didn't make any sense.
Sexual crime?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, you know what?
No,
maybe this is why. Maybe this is why he was trying to divert from the robbery too, because there's evidence now being taken. I didn't think about this when I was researching.
Oh, that's true, huh? Yeah, because they're so focused on the burnt body that they wouldn't think about somebody robbing the place afterwards as well.
Yeah, anything being taken, but
yeah,
there was.
Because technically it wasn't. Well, they wouldn't think it was a robbery either because there was no forced entry. He was let in.
Exactly, that too.
Because of, so there we go. Which helps the cops even better because it means that she it was someone that she knew. Look at us. Look at me being all true crimey.
See, we've done enough of this to know how this shit works.
Yeah, literally.
But two, keep in mind, all this information, they wouldn't have known that jewelry was stolen.
Yeah,
they only got this information from apparently a possession from a coworker.
Yeah. Yeah. That's freaking wild to me.
Yeah.
That was their lead.
Literally.
Teresita said, oh, I'm going to possess you. Someone murdered me.
And he's
what was his name? Alan? Alan, right?
Yeah. Alan Shower.
Yeah. It was Alan Shower. Okay, goodbye now. Thank you. Do my bidding.
No, right. That's
just poofed.
Practically how it was. Practically.
Yeah, I can imagine. And the husband's like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm. So.
Damn. All right.
So that his little full-blown confession was in about August of 1977. So it's been quite a bit of time.
Yeah, no shit.
But it took. So he got charged. He wasn't convicted yet. Or I'm sorry. Yeah, charged, locked up. Not. What's the word? The trial, his sentencing. Thank you. Sorry.
Yeah, sentencing. Yeah.
Sentencing. The official trial didn't start until January 21st of 1979. So it's been a bit of time, clearly.
So 1979?
Yep. So it's been about.
Okay. Yeah.
From
a couple years.
From the time she was actually murdered, it's been officially 2 years.
Wow. Damn.
Yeah. So the trial was a kind of a mess. Obviously because of how the information was acquired. Yeah, that's it's it's one of those special cases. It's one of those special cases really of like some of the cases we've talked about before with possessions and stuff like
Michael
that.
Taylor.
Yeah, exactly. Where they have to blame it on either crazies or actual demonic possession, and that's very rare where the judge will allow it, that kind of ruling.
Yeah, exactly.
So the defense tried to block the psychic testimony, right? The possession. But the judge in this case did allow it. So there was no Xing it out. Like, there was nothing else.
Open-minded judge.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, he still confessed.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
Well, he did, but to just continue on about the trial real quick, it ended in 4 weeks because it ended up being a mistrial.
How?
Because of that whole debacle.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, it was because the jury. It says because the jury was at a hopelessly deadlocked.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
he confessed.
He did confess.
There's the jewelry.
But he pleaded.
He said how he did it.
But in that trial, he pleaded not guilty, which is the more shitty part about it.
Yeah, motherfucker.
So it was like all just a mess. It was all a mess of a mistrial.
What the fuck?
So they were going to schedule another one, right? Another trial for it. Let's try and redo this shit. But thank God, with trying to in between the debacle of trying to get another trial, he ended up pleading guilty, awaiting it. So he just caved.
I wonder if he was gonna get a plea deal for pleading guilty or lesser time sentence. Because I know some killers will do that just so that they can get lesser time. I mean, even if they're in there till the day they die, at least it's not 100,000 years. It's half of 100,000 years.
Yeah, exactly, something like that.
So,
yeah,
it's ridiculous, but whatever.
So, because he did plead guilty, he ended up getting sentenced to 14 years for murder, and then
only 14 years.
Only, but here's the more shittier part too.
Okay.
14 years and 4 years each for aggravated arson and robbery, but he was released in 1983 after only serving less than 5 years.
What the fuck?
And I'm assuming it's just based on how this whole thing fucking started.
I can't I wish you saw my fucking face. My mouth is hitting the floor right now.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? He murdered somebody.
Yeah.
He fucking stabbed that bitch in the chest and put her on her mattress and lit that bitch on fire, then had the audacity to take her big ass pendants and then give it to his shitty little girlfriend named Yovac or whatever her name is. Dude, what the fuck?
I lost you for a minute.
It's fine.
Okay.
I was just ranting. But dude, like, what the fuck? That's fucked.
Exactly.
5 years.
Exactly. Yeah. It's
hopefully Teresita like possesses his ass every night and goes, "Oh, you killed me, bitch." like just beats him up from the inside. Yeah, literally. Fuck.
So, yes. So thankfully, convicted, served his time. Unfortunately, was short. But there was some more information that did come out about it that definitely didn't help the case either.
Fuck.
Yeah, let me just tell you a little bit about it. Hold on, let me pull it up real quick.
Okay.
Because I didn't really write too much about it. I just kind of wanted to tidbit.
Mm-hmm.
So this is where we can kind of where a lot of speculation comes in, because if digging deeper into this, looking into all aspects, and this might also be as to why the mistrial was there as well, because this isn't official, this is also just reporting. So Remy Chua, the one that was possessed, right, and having all these experiences that of possession, trances, visions, all this shit, right? And as mentioned, she was a coworker with Teresita. Might potentially be all bullshit. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. there were reports of Remy feeling frightened by Alan while they were working together. So, could it be biased? She made reports about him at work. I mean, she potentially could have made all this shit up.
Shut up. Yeah, I mean, but it turned out to be true, though.
Which is the weirder part. So was this all a coincidence? Yeah. Or was this actually her being told by Teresita that all this shit happened and here's all the evidence?
That's weird.
Yeah.
That's suspicious.
Exactly.
Dude.
But it's like those were only details that you could have seen at when the time and place that murder happened. So what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's all one huge crazy debacle.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck? I mean, I feel like he should still be in jail for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm. Dude, what the fuck?
I really want to believe that she didn't just make this shit up. That she really was getting, I don't know if it was possession, but maybe like the actual visions of it, you know? Maybe she has some sort of clairvoyancy to talk to Teresita, and, you know, they weren't super close or anything. I guess they like had a couple parties together, like right before her death, and like visited each other. But I don't know. Maybe just things like that can happen. I don't fucking know.
That's fucking weird.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I was making a note. I was like, make a drawing of Teresita like possessing Homegirl.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. She's being like, Alan, that's so wild.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This is a crazy case.
Right? So the interesting part about it too, I don't want to quite end it there. There's slight discrepancies in the case itself from the information I found. Because, you know, just to throw this out there for the listeners, when we research our cases, we try and look for like as many articles as we can to make sure there's fluidity with the cases. You know, we're not trying to give you obviously wrong information. Like we try and keep it as straightforward as possible. But when I was doing my research on this one, it was kind of interesting because I used 3 articles, right? I used one based out of Chicago. I used one from a paranormal website, and I used one from Unsolved Mysteries Wiki, which has obviously a lot of like fandom story shit on it, right? Yeah. So one of the articles stated that, where was it? Where is it? Because it was like super weird that this is the only part that didn't make any sense. Pretty much how the detective was able to get that information. So, right, the one I stated to you was that he got a note left for him. So that came from the Chicago-based article. Yeah. Another one said that... I want to find it. That there was actually only apparently one big piece of evidence that was found at her apartment was a memo stating... get theater tickets for AS, which would have been Alan's showery. Yeah. Which didn't make sense either, right? No. And then the other one was that apparently detectives just stumbled across Remy Chua because the husband had just reached out. Like, I guess apparently he called the detectives directly, but that doesn't make sense either. So that's the only discrepancy I can find in this one. That's weird. So I want to say though the one from Chicago is probably the one that's most accurate, that he probably was left a little tidbit of like the tip, right, to contact that police station. So yeah, I just found that kind of interesting as well, that there's no fluidity in that part.
No, there isn't.
So, in a sense, this is one of those cases where it's like, believe what you want to believe, Stasis, because it's pretty interesting. You can. It is. If you want to believe that there was a note left, cool. I'm gonna believe that one. That's probably the most accurate. Yeah. And then if she really was possessed or not. I want to think though that she was, because that's pretty fucking out there.
Yeah, it is out there. It makes it more fun too. Like, what?
Yeah, exactly. So here's your true crime / paranormal case for you.
Yeah, no, that was good. That was good. I really like that. Fuck.
Yeah, pretty
Fucking
wackadocious.
Teresita. Yeah, pretty wackadocious, man.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Oh man.
All right, you got any jokes for us before we end out tonight?
Of course not. Let me find one for you.
Okay. I'm gonna play. I'm just gonna find a really like weird song. I'm just gonna play it. The weirdest song I can find.
Okay.
And we're back. Hope you like that weird song.
It was a bop.
It was a bop. It was a bop. It was a something. All right, what's up?
All right, so here's some yolks for you. So, a cop was interviewing a witness to a bank robbery. Cop: did you see the robbers? Witness: sort of. There were 3 guys wearing ski masks and an elephant. An elephant? Yeah, an elephant. Okay, was it African or an Indian elephant? I didn't ask where it was from. No, African elephants have large ears while Indian elephants have relatively small. So what type was it? Witness: how should I know? It was wearing a ski mask too.
Oh, stupid. Stupid. Oh my god, that was so dumb. Oh.
Why the fuck is an elephant helping rob a bank?
I know, literally.
I just thought about that.
That's the question.
All right, I got another one.
Okay.
An armed masked man bursts into a bank yelling, "Everyone put your hands up. This is a robbery." The patrons of the staff, terrified, comply. He was loading up his sack with cash when his mask slips off. He quickly pulls it back up and sees 2 guys who may have seen his face. He points his gun at the first. "Did you see my face?" "Yes." Bang! He shoots him. Then he points it at the second guy. "Did you see my face?" The second guy points at a woman sitting far off in the reception area. "No, but my wife did."
What a fucking dick.
I know, right?
What an asshole. If I were the wife, I'd look at him being, are you fucking kidding me?
I don't think she would have time to reply.
No, but in my last moments, I would sure as hell give him the nastiest look, like, bitch. And
then she's gonna possess and haunt his ass, just like Teresita.
Yeah, literally. Exactly.
All right, I got one last one for you.
You killed me. Okay, what is it?
Stupid. All right. Let's see. If you see a robbery in an Apple store, does it make you an eyewitness?
Stupid. That was so dumb. Stupid. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm not just a regular eyewitness. I'm the eyewitness, what is it? Like, is it 1.0? 0.1 version.
And I need an update.
Oh my god. I need an update. Thanks, Daddy.
Well, there you go. Those are all my yokes for you.
I really like those jokes. Well, campers, really hope you like the jokes too. Yeah, so if you could please do us a favor of a couple things. One, our 50th episode is so close, and we need a few more stories from you guys. Either it be true crime or paranormal. If you don't have one, ask around. Please ask your friends. Ask your grandma. Grandmama, did you be spooked by a ghost? Or did you see a murder once? And she'll be like, why the fuck are you talking British? You're from fucking North Carolina. Be like, but grandma, they need stories. So if you can have any stories of paranormal or true crime, please email them to us at campinsomniastories@gmail.com. I'll say that again. campinsomniastories@gmail.com. Also follow us on Instagram at...
Hold on, I need a minute. Oh my god, okay. Here's our handle. Camp Insomnia _podcast.
Yes, and what can you find in our bio?
You can find our leak tree, which has all the places you can find us, including Twitch. If you want to see Zach and I being crazy and dying every 2 seconds, playing some DBD, some Dead by Daylight, please come and watch us and be entertained more. But also follow us on everything else.
yeah, that please. Just watch us get terrified and break some killers' ankles as they try to kill us from fixing some gens. We'll play video games usually during the week. We don't really have a set schedule for it.
Yeah, this is fun, random.
If you subscribe and you follow to my Twitch, you'll be able to get notifications of when we're playing, and then you get a little bit more of Devon and Zach in your life.
Yeah, you can come hang out with us and just watch us die over and over and over again.
And you get to talk with us via live. Like, you can comment while we're playing games, and we'll be able to respond.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's cool. You'll be able to talk to us.
Yeah, come and hang out with us and support us.
Come and hang out with us. So we're the cool. We're the cool. We're like Regina George. This is like little clique, but we're not fucking bitches. So.
And we're not going to push you in front of a bus. Just throw you into the fire. It's fine.
Well, maybe. Yeah, push into a fire, but not a bus. we're not that ruthless. Anyways, thank you, campers, for listening, and good luck trying to sleep tonight.
Yes, good luck, and just keep your jewelry in one place, please, and just make sure it's not that expensive.
Yeah, if someone whom you don't know can fix electronics or not, just don't invite them. Just go hire an actual person.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, or else you might get stabbed in the chest and then possess someone later to say that someone killed you. So. Anyway, all right, bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye. I was murdered.
Oh my God.